Okay, so in this video I'm just going to show you the initial step of gluing on the spar jet. So over here you've got your 4 holes. This is for one of your spar packs. Now the first step is just to what we call friction fit, just to make sure that it fits. Just place it on there and just make sure that we are actually correct. So that's the first thing just to do. And when you're happy with that, pop it off. All right, and what we're going to do for the install of our pools, you are going to need some glue and primer. Now you can get these from any hardware store. And essentially what the primer does is just removes any oils, dust and dirt off of any of the components that you're about to glue. So we'll clean that up there, like so. Same deal over here, the inside of this, so it's a male, female. All right, and then what we do is we grab the glue. Now, the trick with this is to make sure we get 360-degree coverage all the way around every one of these 4 fittings, all right? We don't really get a chance to sort of wiggle it once it goes in because these are all locked. But what we do want to do is just make sure that there's a full 360 glue. Now you actually glue both. So you prime both, the male and the female. And we glue around here. All right. 2-second job. Okay. So a bit of that action. So then what we do is we just sort of put them all on together, and sometimes it might require 2 people, but you try and just sort of get them on as straight as you can. There we are. And you just hold it for 30 seconds, give it a big bear hug, and we just wait. So what can happen is if you don't hold it, as soon as you walk away, it can pop out. And once it sets, it's sort of locked that way, and you might have to cut it off. And obviously, you know, potentially leaking because not enough material is holding inside. So we just want to give it a good bear hug just to hold it for 20 or 30 seconds, and then we release. So that's it for gluing on the spar pack. The next part of this is connecting this to the actual equipment, and of course we've got the air valves on top. So in the next section I'll show you that right now. You would have noticed when you installed the spar pack, you've actually got these T-pieces shooting up to the sky. That's what these 2 pieces of pipe are for. So this is a 15mm pipe. One goes in the bottom pipe and the other goes into the top. The release valve, which is what we're talking about here, this increases the airflow into the spar pack, and what it does is it gives the spar pack a bit of a boost. So it goes from, let's say, 100 litres per minute to like 200 litres per minute, and it can be individually adjusted depending on who's sitting in what seat. So that'll end up sitting just on top here, but you'll notice it's much higher. Now we've left these oversized so they can be trimmed down for when you do your deck, however your landscaping is going to work. But to install these, what you want to do is you want to grab your 2 pipe and grab your primer. All right, we'll give them a bit of a prime like this. Okay, a little bit of glue, just a little bit, 360 coverage all the way around. All right, like this. And then what you do is as you pop it in, just give it a light little twist, and then that's secure. Now you'll notice that these are actually not pointing in the same direction. There's a little bit of flex in these so that when the deck is actually built, it gives you enough chance to make sure that they're nice and straight, so that both of these can be set inside your deck at the right height, so you trim it down and in a nice beautiful line. So that's how to install the air bleeds. I'm going to quickly show you the spar jets. So this is what we call a dual set spar jet. If this happened to have a single set, you wouldn't need this T-piece in the middle, but if it was a single, you come straight out of the spar jet, down and over to the equipment. I'll come to the equipment in just a minute. Because this is a double, what we have to do is we have to make sure that there's a T-piece. It's kind of covered a little bit by the cable of the light, but the T-piece is in the center. Now the reason it's in the center is because we want to have even flow to both the left and the right. We don't want to make it so that one's favored over the other. As you can imagine, if one's favored, one's shorter, it will get preferential treatment when it comes to flow. So we want to make sure there's nice even flow. So we have a T-piece right in between the 2 spar jets. And if you follow me, it goes down all the way over to here. And in this particular scenario, what we've done is we've had a 3-way valve installed at the return. So this is actually the return here that goes into the pool normally. This return allows the customer to be able to isolate whether they want the spar jets, which is now the water is going down towards the spar, or whether they want to move it over and have the return, right? So that's what this 3-way valve does. Then as you come back down through the equipment, as normal through previous videos, it just comes straight into the shut-off valve and then the UV lamp. So when it comes to a spar pack, essentially the three-way valve splits it and it goes to the return, or it goes to the spar jets. And then if it's spar jets and there's two, it has to have a T central shooting off to left and right, and that's the spar jets.